The silent moth, full of beauty and timeless grace. My birthday musings after doing another life review. Magic is everywhere. Every year, as my birthday approaches on July 24th, I find myself doing what I call a quiet life review. I don't think about my life and accomplishments nearly as much as I think about the moments that I call magical moments in life, the moments worth recalling. Unless we live with a memory deficiency, we are all blessed with the ability to recall fragments of sensory experiences we call memories. It's quite magical if you think about it. Bites of sensory experience were captured in our minds and stored away somewhere inside an invisible vault. Perhaps this vault is our soul's memory bank. No matter what we choose to call it, there is a place within us that no scientist with all of their tools can measure. Do you remember the first time you saw a hummingbird? How magical it appeared to be, like a wispy fairy in flight right before your eyes. Or the first time you saw a rainbow. I cannot recall the first time I saw a rainbow, but I do remember the feeling of driving through a rainbow and how euphoric it felt to experience the immersion of being in the orange spectrum or ray of light. I might as well have found a pot of gold. I was recently reminded by a series of synchronistic events leading up to this day that magic is everywhere. If only I would open my eyes more often to see. Or, as William B. Yeats said, the world is full of magical things, patiently waiting for our senses to grow sharper. So today is my birthday, and most of the time I do not feel any different. But this time something is different. This morning I was greeted by a beautiful pastel yellow sunny colored moth with a unique face staring back at me. Oftentimes signs and omens appear to us in the sky or by winged messengers. Today's messenger was what I shall call the silent moth, full of beauty and timeless grace. One of my favorite books by Carlos Castaneda, called Tales of Power, describes moths as guardians of knowledge and associates them with mystical experiences and insights. He suggests that moths carry a special dust on their wings that symbolizes the essence of knowledge. Today, upon the universe's canvas, a delicate moth appeared, a face seeming to gaze back from its wings. An optical illusion, yes, yet the message spoke to me nonetheless. What stared back through those fragile wings? A warrior spirit, one who has endured battles most would be fortunate never to face. The image bore resemblance to a lion's head, crowned with a fiery mane, ochre dots scattered across and around its nose shifted, transforming it into the curve of an elephant's trunk. This being carried a truth I sat with. The noble courage of Leo the lion, the steadfast strength of Ganesha, who bears wisdom and lived experience on its back as applied knowing. Have I become this creature, or am I still becoming? This distinction matters not to the outside world. On magical moments, before I close this musing, I wanted to share a magical moment in my life when I lived in the high desert of the Southwest. Colorado had a special kind of magic for me. Living in a remote location surrounded by the fragrant pine trees and a view of the sunrise and the sunsets, my life was full of natural beauty day in and day out, where I viewed many hummingbirds, rainbows, and fabulous sunrises and sunsets on a regular basis. One summer, probably in the month of July, as I was walking down the hill from my house to the dirt road, I witnessed a whirlwind form at the edge of the driveway. The dust devil followed the path where I was walking and dispersed in perfect timing to send all of that wind energy in my direction. The powerful yet light blast of wind touched me at the perfect moment. I can honestly say that I know what it feels like to be kissed by the wind, an exhilarating feeling I will never forget. This was one of those moments that felt magical. I often ponder life from different angles, from the macro to the micro aspect. If you think about it, the Earth itself is a magical being floating in space or held in place by a force called gravity. Regardless of how we choose to see it, it is a miraculous place to be. She is full of a magical substance we call water and filled with a hard clay substance that is built to support all life forms who choose to inhabit her. So, today, as I celebrate over a half a century of life, plus a few more years, I am grateful for the life I have been given on this magical planet. In a world that tries to break us from the moment we begin asserting ourselves as individuals, we must not forget our internal magic. We are the original, the real deal, no matter what they try to tell us or sell to us. Artificial intelligence will never replace sentient beings. We were formed from a certain kind of magical dust, and our memories will outlive us long after our bodies return to the earth. Written by Davina St. Clair and read by myself.